Here's how to start at 20 and retire by 30.
You can retire by 30 as long as you invest in this course.
I am a multimillionaire. I mean, we're talking about more money than you may make in your whole entire lifetime, and I am already there.
Can you retire by 30? Are you 18? Do you have an extra $6,000 a month of disposable income lying around to invest? No? Okay. So you're like 99.998% of the population then. I'm gonna show you exactly how to retire with a net worth over $1 million, not by 30, but still early, and while earning a completely average income the whole time. I live in North Carolina, so we're gonna do the numbers based on that. The numbers might look different for you, but the fundamentals are the same. Now we're gonna take a look at an income of $20 an hour, which is about $41,600 per year. That's gonna be an achievable income number for people even without a college degree. Now, unfortunately, Uncle Sam's always got to take his cut, so that $41,000 is not going to be what you take home. Here in North Carolina, figuring federal and state taxes, about 19% of that's going to go to taxes, and that's going to leave you with about $33,317 take-home pay, which is going to be about $2,810 per month. So what are your expenses going to look like? $700 for housing. That's going to be a 2-bedroom house, which you can rent in the area for about $1,400 and split with a roommate or your partner. $150 a month for utilities. That should be fairly generous considering you're going to be splitting them with a roommate or a partner. I did go a little frugal on the phone, calling it $30 a month for like a Mint Mobile or something like that. $300 for food. Again, that's fairly generous. You could eat out a couple times, grocery shop, all that. You've got options. $250 a month for car payment. I know some of you guys out there are spending way more than that, but you shouldn't be. Don't tell me it's not possible to spend $250 a month on a car payment. There's a brand new Hyundai Venue you can get. You can lease it for like $150 a month with $3,200 down. If you work that deal to be zero down, that's gonna come to about $240 a month. No, you can't afford a Supra, don't ask me again. The absolute maximum you really should be spending on a car, gas, maintenance, insurance, all that included, is gonna be about 20% of your take-home pay. If you any higher than that and you're kind of putting yourself in a bad financial situation. $250 a month for gas, maintenance, insurance on that car. I'm gonna say $175 towards medical insurance. Now you're probably not gonna get a great Blue Cross Blue Shield plan for that price, but you could do an alternative medicine option like Crowd Health or Medishare, where you're gonna pay a monthly subscription, and in return, they'll pay the majority of your medical expenses over a certain amount, like maybe over $500. Ideally, this amount is going to be zero until you're over 26 and get kicked off your parents' insurance, but I know some of you won't have that option, so I'm putting it in here. Hopefully your employer will offer it as a benefit, but if not, we've got it listed here. Of course, if you're the reckless type, you could totally skip out on health insurance, but I can't in good conscience recommend that to you though. Even though I've been there myself. All right, so that leaves you $855 per month for investing. Now, if you take that $855 and you invest it consistently every month in an S&P 500 index fund like SPY or something along those lines, and you do that starting from age 23 until age 50 at a roughly 10% return, you're going to come out with $1.4 million in about 27 years. Now, there are some assumptions here. Number one, you never get a raise. Number two, you don't use any tax advantage in retirement accounts. And number three, your budget stays exactly the same for almost 30 years. Are all of these assumptions realistic? Not exactly, but they will tend to kind of cancel themselves out. Your expenses are inevitably going to go up over time, but hopefully your income does as well with it. You're probably going to get married and have a partner who works as well, which is going to maybe double your household income, and your expenses are going to scale favorably with your partner splitting half of them. Now, the numbers might look slightly different for you, but the fundamental lesson is this. Starting early and contributing as much as you can is going to be the most important thing you can do for your financial future. Now, not everybody gets to start early. Not everyone grew up in a household where money was discussed or was even educated on it. Not everyone took their finances seriously early on, and not everybody has a retirement plan even by the age 30. But if you start a little bit later, that's okay. Watching this video is going to be a great first step on getting you educated, and you're on the right path. If you're 30, you're going to need to invest about $2,000 per month in order to get to that same 1.4 million by 50 number, or work about an extra 7 years. But that's okay. You're still going to be able to retire at 57, which is almost 10 years earlier than the average American, and you're going to retire with more money in your account than 90% of retirees. Once that Social Security kicks in on top of your personal retirement, you're going to be balling out. Over the last 90 years, Americans have only saved about 8 to 9% of their total income, and I'm gonna ask you to save about 30% of yours. And when I say save, I mean invest. But if you take this simple step, you're gonna be better off than 90% of retirees when the time does come to hang up your badge. Because you're watching this video, I know your results are even gonna exceed this. Taking your personal finance journey into your own hands and putting effort and attention towards it is a massive step, and your future self is gonna thank you for it. If you're watching this video, you're the kind of person who likes to constantly learn and improve. That's an indicator for greatness. If you appreciate the info I'm sharing here, then a like would be appreciated, and if you want to see more videos like this, consider subscribing. Imagine how much faster your money will pile up if you're able to invest $1,000, $1,500, $2,000, $5,000 a month. Right now, that might sound impossible, but we often underestimate ourselves and what our future might look like. When you're making 60K, 100K, 150K, saving that much money, investing that much money is going to be easy, but the fundamentals are always going to remain the same. Live within your means, always keep your end goal in mind, and let your money do the hard work for you by investing often and early. Thanks for watching.